Okay. That one... I think we got, yeah. They're here. Let me go down my stripper pole here. Yeah, alright everybody, welcome back to the Indie Showcase with the Birdman. Today on the docket, we have ourselves a little banger by the name of Pseudoregalia. Now this one's going to be right up your alley if the idea of a 3D Metroidvania sounds enticing to you. Except this is going to have kind of like that old school N64 aesthetic to it. Just the gameplay itself, it kind of feels like you're playing the original Mario 64 to some degree. However, the big thing about this game that's apparently blowing up Steam is the absolute amazing mobility and the gameplay itself, apparently playing as our bunny, goat, girl, that's very, very caked up, as you'll soon see here soon, is that apparently the movement is just so fluid. And there's ways to essentially, like, you know, jump ahead when you're not supposed to based on the mechanics. And it's basically intended by the developer for you guys to do that. So if you want to, you know, jump ahead to get, like, some powers that help you out early on, you're not supposed to have it, you can definitely do that. Other than that, the game doesn't hold your hand whatsoever in terms of how to do things, where to go. It's a big-ass open world, and it's just left up to you to explore. Alright, and this right here is going to be our character. I'm not really sure what her name is. I think it's like Sylvie, Sylvia. It starts with an S, I'm pretty sure. But as I've mentioned, goat, bunny girl, apparently. Relatively caked up as well, as you could probably imagine. I do have an outfit mod for this, in case you are wondering if you're like, you've played this and you're like, well, I've never seen that before. Yes, it is indeed an outfit mod that, maybe I'll link it in the description. It's available over in Nexus. So, there is that. Let's see about speaking to this creature here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to fall out of my cage. I hope the princess won't be upset with me. Now, it's kind of weird because, like, kind of, I guess, kind of similar to that creature, except, not. And we don't have any weapons. We'll get some weapons soon, but I believe we don't start with anything at the moment. It's also shiny up there. Shiny, which I absolutely would like to get. Ah. But we can't do it yet. Oh. We even have to... Oh-ho! Okay. I don't think we'd reach that even with that, huh? No. But we'll soon be able to reach it. As I mentioned, one of the big things about this game that's people do hype, other than apparently the anthropomorphic character that I'm pretty sure is pretty big among that community, is that the mobility in the game is very, very responsive. And it allows you to basically just, as I mentioned, skip stuff if you want to. Basically, you're kind of left to your own discretion here. And in the trailer, I've seen like a lot of amazing stuff being done when it comes to like jumping off of walls. But at the moment, we don't have that option, it doesn't seem. No. This is probably an ability you have to pick up. Dream Breaker. Press X, attack freely to vanquish foes. Hitting enemies will build up magical power and then press B to heal. Okay, let's see a cracked wall like this around the little shiny. However, we still didn't have the ability to jump higher, so we cannot get that shiny. I was trying to go into like Dark Souls mode and see if I could hit right click on the stick. It would let me lock on, but apparently this puts me into like first person mode here. So chances are we're gonna go through here for now, and we'll have to return there for whatever that shiny up there was. Here, oh wait a minute. Oh, you know what? This might be locked on. Yeah, this is like Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time type of lock-on. Interesting. Hey, little guy. One of your friends got out by mistake, apparently. The princess maybe put you guys there, and he was quite upset that he got out. I don't think he was supposed to be out, so he's worried that the princess might be mad at him. Now we just climb. What the hell is that thing? Now, as you noticed so far, ever since we spawned and we got the little bit of dialogue with Homeboy about the princess, nothing's been told to us, so it's gonna be like that, is what I've read. The lore, very, very cryptic, I suppose, as well. So if you're into that stuff where you gotta use your noggin a little bit to figure things out and just, like the idea of, like, not knowing where to go and exploring at your own pace, which I'm a big fan of, to be honest with you. This might be something up your alley. Why are you a different color? Oh! Oh. Oh, I see. It's a shortcut. Hey. Hey. Alright. Oh, there was nothing else over there right now. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to deduct your game a point for not having me, or at least not allowing me to break the barrels, so... Very disappointed by that already. Maybe once we get, like, a roll feature. You better be able to roll into those barrels and break them. Slide. Oh, okay. Maybe a slide will do. Okay, I'm still taking that point away, because I can't slide into the barrel and destroy it. So where do we go from here? Ah. I want to get that shiny that we saw at the start, but without being able to jump any higher than we can right now, I guess we must ignore it. Right. Or are these guys? Oh, hey. Get out. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, I don't even know why I'm here. Like, you guys look similar to me, but not completely. I'll never do it again. I just want to get out of here. Let's see, we got two doorways here. Let's take, you first. Nope, that's a terrible idea, because apparently I cannot make that jump. So obviously I meant this one, not the other one. Save here. High up. And we require now a key. I wonder if I could climb those vines. Your disguise is paper thin, but it'll fool most of them. Not like it matters. You're stuck here like the rest of us now. No getting past strong eyes. My disguise is paper thin. I wonder if that's the reason why we kinda, like I told you, like these guys look like almost like an offshoot of us. Like if somebody was just to, like, you know, make a quick little poorly drawn version of what we are, that's what you would get them. There's a key. There's a creature in front of that key, too. Oh. Oh. Okay. Hello? Okay. Gonna toss the boulders at me. Gotta see what you bring to the table, my friend. Oh, he's howling. The angry wolf. Oh, 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 oh. Boulder, please. You're kind of in the way. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, got it. Oh, you lose your weapon when you get hit. How about that? Ah. So I technically do have to continue holding if I want to stay locked on. Not sure how important it is for me to stay locked on, though. Matter of fact, we should probably try unlocking. Also, the other thing that we were told was apparently like a heal would be. Not that I feel we need a heal just yet, but gotta keep it in mind. But let's see without locking on. Because I do have to hold lock. It's not like you can toggle it on or off. I wonder if there's an option to, like, you know, toggle on or off. But at the moment, I do have to hold, which is a little bit annoying. Ow. Oh, I can't heal unless I have the weapon. But that's a problem now, isn't it? Let's see how this works. It's weird how we move still. Like, you see how, like, in comparison to us, we're very fluid, and he's kind of like in this weird, framey animation. It's very, like, it throws you off. And I'm not sure, I guess it's obviously intended. But, like, how we move very, very smoothly, he's kind of like in this weird, like, feels like he's moving at 10 frames in comparison to us. But I feel that's probably even, like, it probably works to a greater effect if... game? There's a couple of options here which I don't have on because I didn't really like. I wasn't really crazy how it looked, plus it makes, like, the video extra fuzzy for YouTube. But there's a retro resolution scale and retro animation frame rate. You see how now we have that very old school, like, you know, simulation pseudo effect of like a CRT or something. I mean, it's not too bad, honestly. But I just feel like for YouTube videos, the compression just kind of like has a tendency to make like things like blurrier or like more like, you know, static than it really has. That's the reason why I turned it off. But I think maybe if you have these things on, the way that he moves just makes a bit more sense. So I got a key now. Oh, okay. Cool. You just apparently smack the lock open as long as you have a key, it works. Oh, doors. Oh. Wait a second. That is where we broke through, meaning that shiny that we skipped out on is like down right there. That little window right there. Well, let's give it a try. I'm glad that worked. Because I'm thinking it's probably best to come back once I'm able to like jump off of walls. In case I missed it, because then I feel like foolish. But now that I did it, that's great, it worked. But guess what? I got all the way back up, so if you'll give me a second. You've now reached Castle Sansa. Castle Sansa, okay. And go through there, so I guess... here it is. The music here is actually pretty baller, too. Haven't really spoken about the sound just yet, but the OST so far hasn't been bad. The first area was kind of like, you know, it's there, it's fine. But right now I feel like it definitely has picked up here in Castle Sansa. It's another one of those little creature dudes here. You're not locked up. These crystals are pretty nice, right? They make me feel safe. I think I'm gonna lick it. I bet it's full of minerals. It's like a salt lick for you, huh? That's probably what it is. Too much salt's bad though, buddy. Okay, so now we have... God damn it. It's gonna keep doing it, isn't it? Gonna have little, what's the, isn't there, or wasn't there, like... What am I thinking of? Some duck that's in an egg, but he's not fully out. Like, he's basically part of him and his brothers and sisters, I imagine. But he's like the duck in the egg, while they're not ducks in an egg. And that's the entire... I forgot what the hell it is. Am I thinking of like Garfield the cartoon or something? Maybe the Garfield cartoon, like the farm portion, like the old school cartoon from, you know, I'm a boomer after all. So I have like a very old Garfield cartoon from like the late 80s, early 90s. But I feel like maybe that's where I'm thinking about this, this duck that's in an egg. That's what these guys remind me of. Indignation. Higher power gives you increased combat capabilities upon reaching power level 2. The range of your attack is extended. At level 3, your damage is increased. Oh. Hey, you're right. So there's a key up there, but I don't think we could probably get that just yet until we get some hops to our name. It's apparently a cursed sword over here wandering about too. Well, let's avoid that cursed sword for now if we can. Normally don't like to make it a habit of fighting very sharp and animate objects, you know. So let's take this side here first. And see, there's like something to read or something, you know? It's like there's books, it's a case. Give me something. Let me learn. Okay. Before I hit that. You're a sketchy looking one for sure. And yes, I did try to lock on once again. The bad way. Okay, hold up. Lock on? Oh, no, no, lock on to this thing first. Reach that one up there. Oh, hey. Check it out, we just looped around. As I told you, get used to this. This game, I've heard, is huge when it comes to, like, you know, the map itself. And there is no map in the game. I believe I read an update that there's a map update coming up, so they're actually going to add a map to the game. But otherwise, it's like right now without a map, and it's so easy to get lost, but at the same time, that's kind of like the charm of it, you know? There's obviously no right or wrong way to go, so even without a map, you could still kind of make some progress. So I know how you work. I mean, I was heading one way, and I got distracted here to go this side instead, so... Oh. That might lead to another area. I think those bright spots, based on what we've gone through so far, yeah, are like other areas, huh? Oh, another health thing. Yeah, we can't get that anytime soon, though. Okay, so where does this go? God. Okay. This loops and loops all over the place. This guy apparently has a tuba or something. He's blowing a tuba at me. Can I get back here? If we go there, I'm not coming back. No, can't make it. Oh, well, I guess we've committed to this route now. Yo, you see, now we came out from down there. I know there was like a little switch down there by that little gate that I didn't click, and we went through here and oh man, that's pretty cool, to be honest with you. The level design is pretty baller. Okay, I mean, if everything kind of loops, it's very, very awesome. It kind of has like, you know, that Souls, like, you know, map layout where everything kind of just loops into itself. And that was brought up, and there's apparently here a little breakable wall. And by little breakable wall, I mean a fairly huge breakable wall in comparison. And then there's another path over there. I mean, pick your poison. This leads us to a different area, more than likely. Well, let's see what else we got. That was Castle Sansa. Here we're at the Listless Library. Handle our savior. Now, do these bookcases anything to read? Ah, examine. You read a book about a beautiful princess waiting in a tower to be saved by her charming prince. The ending is torn out. Well, we know there's a princess in this game. She seems kind of bad though, because she puts people in cages. You read a book about the forbidden secrets of cooking. Your mind is torn asunder from the culinary secrets driving you insane. Probably written by Lovecraft. Let's see. Should be able to reach that right there. And that right there. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, that was close. Felt like I jumped a bit too early and I really had to on that one. But I hope you guys are seeing what I meant about the, that, like, Mario 64, like, you know, influence, just everything about the maneuverability, maneuverability. And jumping and everything, like, it does, I'll be honest with you, but I read about the mobility and, you know, responsiveness of this game, it's definitely true. Like, everything that I've done so far, like, if I messed up, it was kind of like on me. But everything feels like very, very responsive. I guess it'd be kind of silly me to skip whatever the hell this is before we go through here. Break this even? Oh, we can. Sungreaves. Press A button while in the air. After a short delay, do an air kick. Oh, okay, so this is... Okay, now, finally, we have some extra mobility. It can be done up to 3 times until it resets first. So, for instance, we could now... I think I overcomplicated that one and I really had to, but... You get the idea now, right? In terms of, like, how suddenly we have more maneuverability now. And this is where essentially you could start doing some gameplay breaks when it comes to the shortcuts and everything, because now you have this, which, you know, if you're good enough and you know the places that you could do it at, you could probably sequence break quite a bit. I feel like these lights are also kind of giving you like a little pat, like, hey, ding dong, do this to get over there, huh? I see what you're putting down, game. I see what you're putting down. Yeah, this feels very, very good, man. Rest? Sure. Take a little seat. But in the full view here. I mean, there's this boat, wow. Back here it's like a boat, let me tell you. But this goat bunny girl is, I mean, she's eating well, is what I can say, you know? There's no lack of nutritions in this diet. Okay, let's see if I didn't just switch here first. What did that do? I think it elevated you, huh? Yeah, so we don't make that jump otherwise. So another switch over there. This one's gonna be a bit more tricky. Saw a little angle jump right there. Yeah, this is definitely baller. It's so simplistic, but the thing is that the game, the gameplay itself, the controls are just so responsive and fluid that it's definitely very, very good. Sometimes you play some games with like absolutely god-awful controls and response times and everything, and this feels like, yeah. Like, as long as you got the skill, you can make those jumps because the game is going to comply to what you're pressing down. So I guess that's what you're supposed to do, huh? Anything else over here? Alright. Where does this lead to? Oh, I see a note down there. I feel very bad about attacking these things. They do nothing to you. Like, it just seems that they're there for you to refill your little meter, I guess, to heal up whenever you need to. Because they don't come after you at all. We can't read the note? Okay, another point subtracted from the game.
Get him out of here!
We're back on top of the library where we came in. We can go through there now. We need apparently a golden key for that one. So, unless we find this here, we'd have to go back to Castle Sansa. Okay. Seems this might be the way. Okay. This, and I don't think we necessarily have to kick jump for that one. No. Okay, let's try this again without screwing the camera angle up, huh? There you go. Sorry I get cute, you know, spinning the camera on as I was jumping. It kind of just discombobulated me. Which makes sense, I have a very small brain, too many things moving at the same time. Oh. Oh, is this gonna give us a... Oh, you need 3 parts? You need 3 parts. Too many things moving at the same time wouldn't it confuse my small bird brain. So I'm not really sure when I started recording too, by the way. And I'm worried because I'm not sure if I've already gone over time. When I get like hooked into a game like this, like, oh man, time just flies by, so I'm not sure how long. And because there's not really like too much text to like stop by to read or story stuff, it's just like, you know, nothing but exploration. Oh man, it's even worse. Well, I guess we're gonna go through here. Got those bubbles down there, I'm not sure what the bubbles are. Do I jump off the bubbles or? Oh, they give you like a little boost forward, or I guess whatever direction you kind of want to go at. I mean, that's good enough. I need to get up here first. Oh, okay. No, don't do the Mario thing. Not the Mario. Just get up top. And that'll give us that shortcut. Yep. This is really, really baller. And I love how basically everything is also like, you know, done, so there's a shortcut after you've done it once, so you don't necessarily have to do it again every single time. Let's do it with the tuba there, isn't it? Okay. That one... I think we got, yeah. Through here. I'm gonna go down my stripper pole here. We can't see above. I wonder what that purple stuff is. Like, I was under the impression if I fell on it, it'd probably kill me or hurt me, but it just seems to be, like, blocking off these 2 levels. This one seems a bit iffy. Oh. Okay. Alright. Oh. I almost, you know, just by instinct, I almost kicked off of it, which would have basically, I think, made me kick back off and screw that entire thing up. So letting it just reach by itself was probably the right decision now. But as you can see, like, we've, oh, wait a second. Aha! We've deviated so far from, like, where we started from. And there's no map for me to know how to even get back. So you wanted to check those doors out with the flames now. It's kind of like, how do I get back there again? Although it does feel relatively like if I really put my brain to it, I could figure it out. And more than likely, knowing how this game seems to operate here, dude, I was about to say, knowing how this game operates, it would probably loop me back. It looped me back. That's where we first came in after, when we first came into Castle Sansa. Okay. But yeah, it basically did loop, and this is going to take us to yet another area. Twilight Theater. Got a change of atmosphere too, not just the color, but the music. I feel like these guys are going to come to life at some point too, by the way. And again, the thing is, am I going the right way? Probably not. But am I going the wrong way? Probably not. You just go. And then you know when you start getting some information and abilities as well that you've picked something up that you can now probably go back to another area before. Basically, like, you know, I'm not... What I feel like I'm doing is describing a Metroidvania to you.
No shit.
Alright everybody, that's it, and then let's go ahead and wrap it up here for this one. I hope you have enjoyed this indie showcase on Pseudoregalia. As I've mentioned, yeah, the gameplay for this is absolutely fantastic. I love the fact that nothing's told to you. Go out there and figure it on your own. See what you wind up, see what situation you get into, and just find abilities apparently, and progress further and further doing that. Love the entire premise behind it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you next time.